Hello guys, till now we have processed the data of dataset, like we have changed the data kind, make it featureize, etc. But sometimes we want to add the extra column in the dataset based on the any other field in the dataset. In this session we will learn how we can do that. In the dataset we have the city. It's a text value. Based on the city we might want to add the some other kind of data. For example, we might want to add the local text percentage detail. Here we want to add the 4 different values. Let's switch to a Visual Studio. Here I have already set up the solution for this session. We will specify the array and it will pick the value from this array. Let's call method value to array and create it. Let me paste the dictionary that represent the value. Add using statement. Key is a string type. It contains the name of the city. It must be matched as the dataset name, and the value is the integer array. It represents the additional feature that we want to add. Create a pipeline. We need to use the map value estimator. Output column name will be features, and input column name will be the city. And in the keyword value pair, specify the dictionary. And paste a line for the creating model and generating preview. Add a breakpoint at the end. Save the file and run the project. Open the quick watch. Expand the value for the feature column. Here it has a map generated the integer array as per the city name in the dataset. Here we have used the string type, but sometimes we also need to perform the operation on the other kind of the data type. For example, isPro is a numeric value, and we want to display the text whether the user is a premium user or the normal user based on that flag. This time I'm going to use the overloaded version of this method. In that we can pass the another data view from which we can look for a value. Let's create a method named value lookup. I have already created a model named pro user lookup. It contains the two property is pro user and display text. I'm going to create a list that contains all the possible value and convert this list into the data view. You can also load it from the database or the file. Create a list of the pro user lookup. Add the both premium user and the normal user. And create a data view using the load from enumerable. Our dataset contains the numeric value, but here we have handled the boolean value. So we need to convert it into the boolean value. So use the convert type for that. Specify the output column name type. Now we can append the estimator for map value from the lookup. Specify the value for the output column name and input column name. Lookup map will be the data view that act as the lookup. Key column will be the is pro user. Also it can obtain the column from the schema. Value column contain the value that we want to add. That is a display text. And paste the statement for creating model and generating a preview. Add a breakpoint at the end, save the file and run the project. Open the quick watch. expand the value of the user type text. Here you can see that it contains the value as specified in the lookup as well as the value that exists in the training dataset. Let's see what we have learned in this session. We can add the additional feature in the dataset based on the existing column. In this example, we have used the dictionary and specified the possible value in the key value pair. Note that key must match with the value in the dataset. We need to use the map value method for creating the estimator. Here we have used the overloaded version of the map value. In that we can specify the data view from which it will obtain the values. I have created a list and created a data view from it. In the map value, we need to specify the data view for the lookup as well as the column that we want to use as a key and a value. See you in the next session.